Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. If you're even slightly interested in farming or just want to watch a 22-year-old farmer get some stuff done, you're in the right place. And as always, if you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. You're wondering where you can get a hold of these Cornstar Farms hats? Well, sorry guys, they're not out yet, but that's the prototype. What do you think? I like it. Wait, you're also wondering where you can get a hold of these sweet sunglasses? Well, that's easy. If you go to pitvipersunglasses.com and you use the code ColeTheCornstar, you'll get 10% off.
Heading down to the shop this morning, and I was reading a comment. Somebody said it bothered them when I turned on the light switches the other day in the shop. One of my switches was opposite from the rest. I'm going to explain that right now so that person can be rest in peace and be comfortable and know what we were doing. When I was turning on the light switches the other day, our light switches, we have 4 lights on each switch, 4 rows of lights across our shop that are 8 rows long. One switch will run 4 lights in the back, the next one turns on 4, so if we're in the front, we can turn off the back or vice versa. But anyhow, when I was going through the light switches, turning them all on, but when I come to this one here, which is black and the rest are white, this light switch here is actually turns off our ceiling fans. When I come down in the morning, I like to turn the fans off. I don't like to feel that air current in the winter time when I'm working, but a lot of times we turn them on when we're done at night. That way, if something comes in that's got snow on it with the heated floor, it dries it overnight. The floor is dry and stuff. So that is why we do that switch. So now you understand what I was doing. One of the things we need to do today, I got a call a little bit ago. We have a funeral coming up for this week, so we need to get things ready there. I need to grab some grease guns. I need to kind of check out our grave digging machine, make sure it's ready to go. This is on kind of a different side of things from the farming, but I know it's cold out there and the ground's frozen and stuff, but when a funeral gets called into us, it's one of them things. We know that the family doesn't want to be there. It's a difficult time, so we go in there, just do our job, make everything as nice as possible. So that's what we're going to do today, is get ready to dig a grave. So we'll take you along so you can kind of see what the grave digging machine is. It's a machine designed for frozen ground. It's a super great machine, but it's a delicate machine also. Hey, let's just take you over there so you can see it. All right, we are over with the Ground Hog now. The Ground Hog is a grave digger. This machine here is the grave digger. This thing is designed to dig through frozen ground. It's got 360 sharp teeth back here. Got a little Wisconsin motor on it. The deepest we've ever dug in was almost 6 feet deep, frozen solid. It took us a little over 5 hours with this machine to dig through that. That was the deepest frost we've ever ran into. We'll see if we can get her started and move it a little bit. I need to check the oils. Probably should change the engine oil. Sitting for a year. I hate to not put fresh oil in it. So let's see if we can get her started. But this is the grave digger. Came from Parr, Texas, back in 1981.
That's right guys, I am back to the farm, finally. And we need to hop into the minivan and go about 45 minutes that way. We got ourselves a meeting with the ag leader guy, AKA Pete. And we got some stuff we gotta discuss. Here we go. Oh, here we are guys, we're at Youngblood Ag, AKA ag leader guy. For those of you who don't know, this is Pete, AKA ag leader guy.
Hey.
How you doing,
How's it going today?
Good.
We're going to talk about new things for the planter and possibly some other equipment while we're at it.
Yeah, secrets that you guys really want to know about, but probably won't know about for a while. We got these two crazy guys over here working on some stuff. What you doing?
Trying to put the gears back together.
It's got to get around this bar here, I guess. Oh, well, maybe you're right.
We got the cover off, and right now it's dripping out some 90 weight oil on the bottom there, meaning that little spot's oily. And I want to put a nice gasket sealer around this, that way it seals nicely. Because for some reason this gasket just isn't holding the oil in there, it's leaking by it. So I need to wait till that stops running so that way I can get that cleaned up. Then the gasket sealer will seal in there nicely. Then we'll put this cover back on. But in the meantime, I got something we can do. We put a new shock on the 7140 here. And while we were doing that, you must have loosened up the latch. So I need to take this door panel off, get this latch tightened back up, and then make sure the door shuts right. Forget to clean up our tools. Pretty comfortable under there, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
How you making out?
Yeah, good. Just trying to figure out what goes where.
I just can't get over how good this exhaust looks. It's like a whole new tractor.
Which one?
Hey Dad.
Yeah.
Look at me. Weren't you just giving me a hard time for not putting away the air hose the other day?
I think the neighbor stopped by and...
We actually got a decent amount of stuff done today for the time that we got started. Let's go over what we got done, what we have left to do, and what's next. Okay, the 7140 here is done. The Hagee sprayer, we are waiting for the sprayer mechanic to come out. There's a couple of rather big things on here that we don't want to tackle ourselves, so wait for him. Combine, same story, about 20 things that need to be done to that. Need to wait for Ryan to come down so that he can help us with it. The red Volvo here is done. We just need to grease the fifth wheel plate. Freightliner, also done. Almost. We need to unhook the trailer at some point so that way we can check out the fifth wheel and figure out why there's some slop in it. Now that we got the trap bearings done on the trailer here, this trailer can go to the big machine shed. And then when it comes to the corn head here, we basically just need to stick this shaft back in, put all this stuff back on, put a cover back on this, fill it with oil. Corn head can then go to the summer vacation home. Magnum 340, oil needs changed, other filters need changed, auto steer stuff needs to be put in this. Currently waiting on an oil filter sale before we buy the filters for this, and we're waiting on Pete, aka the Ag Leader guy, to come down and put all the Ag Leader goodies in this. The John Deere, look how good it looks. Wow, just look at that exhaust, it sets it off. And the wax, oh, good looking 40-year-old tractor right here. Cooper said that he thinks he wired in something wrong when he was putting in the monitor and that because he's blowing a fuse whenever he turns it on, so he's gonna tear into that. But other than that, that tractor's done. We're thinking so we can clear up some room here in the shop, the 340 and the 4840. Can go over to the other heated shop so that way they're out of here until we're ready to hook onto the planters. And once we hook onto the planters, we'll bring them back down here so that way we can service the planters. But until then, these can get out of here. We're at a little bit of a standstill right now with the semi-trailer over here though. We can't exactly get it out of here because there's quite a bit of snow. The road going over to the main farm also has quite a bit of snow on it and it's pretty slippery. If you don't know much about semis, they're pretty helpless. So we kind of have to wait till weather conditions shapen up a little bit so that way we can get this down the road. Then we'll put this trailer in the big machine shed. We'll hook up to another semi-trailer, bring that back in here, do the exact same thing that we did to this semi-trailer to the next semi-trailer, and then we have another semi-trailer to do after that one, which also needs the exact same thing. And it needs a little bit of welding on the frame because we noticed a couple cracks in the back. So basically the planters are going to be the very last things that we work on, and once those are done, we basically just need to wait till the weather shapens up so that way we can get started planting. That won't be for a couple months yet though, so we got some time. Don't worry, once we get all this equipment done, including the planters, that's when we can start working on some other fun projects. And by other fun projects, I mean cleaning buildings, pulling fences, pulling trees, picking up rocks, and hopefully getting my other heated shop to look like this one. All right, we are going to call it a night. We have 2 graves that we need to dig tomorrow, so we'll be back in the morning and we'll be digging some graves. By the way, if you're new to the channel, we dig graves for 18 cemeteries, and we have 2 graves that we have to dig today. Looks like Dad's here. Let's see what he's up to. We need to find the 2 5/16 inch ball for this truck, so that way we can hook on a trailer and load the Bobcat. And then we need to get this unit out. We call this the Ground Hog. This machine here has the ability to dig through frozen dirt. We had 3 of them, but we could only find 1, and we need 1 in order to pull the Ground Hog. Dad and I looked and looked and looked for a 2 5/16 inch ball. Couldn't find one, so we had to buy a new one. So what's going on here with the Ground Hog is that conveyor spins and it's got carbide tip teeth on it, and so it's basically just ripping up the frozen ground, and then it goes along that track there. So we're basically getting the frost layer off right now, and then we'll have an easy time to get through the stuff that's not frozen. And the reason why I'm sitting here with the bucket is because the dirt that gets picked up off the conveyor goes in this belt system, and then it shoots it into my bucket. I apologize that it's hard to see right now, but the weather is not exactly wanting to cooperate. We got everything loaded up. We're here at the cemetery right now. It's a balmy 30 degrees. It's snowing right now, but when it hits stuff, it melts. So little damp. Not the most enjoyable weather, but we work with what we got. I gotta hop in the skid loader here, and I have a driveway over here that I need to plow before Dad gets here with the Ground Hog, so that way we can get up to the grave. All right, time to dig the second grave. Weather hasn't improved though.
Well, kind of a miserable day out there. We fought rain all morning. We dug 2 graves. We started this morning. It was like everything we tried to get started wanted to fight us, but once we got going, we got rain. I'm soaked to the bones. And then the second grave we just finished up in the dark. The snow is making our dirt on our grave digger real sticky, but we're gonna call it a day. So this is the end of the video, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It means a lot to us. Thanks a lot.
Well, there we have it, guys. We survived. Oh man, that's messy. Looks like a good job for Daddy Cornstar.